Co-operative by Garrett August Heater, directed by Allie Tabor, and presented by Fenimore Art Museum's Glimmer Globe Theatre. Act 1, Scene 1.
An artisan's cooperative. There are about a half a dozen visible sales areas. Center stage is occupied by Lavinia's floral watercolors, a bit overstocked on a freestanding shelving unit. Stage left is stacked with Jasper's garish and whimsical birdhouses, sitting on the shelves and hanging from the ceiling. Decoupaged frames of the Rainbow Bridge hang in the same area on the wall or rest on the shelves with the birdhouses. A coffee cart with cookies sits further left, alongside Jasper's well-worn lawn chair, with a curtained entry leading to the back storage room far left. Music plays as Lavinia enters with a ladder and duster. Jasper enters from the back room and puts a new package of cookies on the coffee cart and eats one. He observes Lavinia cleaning and becomes self-conscious, heads over to one of his birdhouses and blows the dust off of it. He nods in approval, picks up the coffee carafe, and heads off left. Lavinia looks at the large, naked wall at right and becomes inspired. She climbs off the ladder, takes one of her watercolors, and hangs it on one of the nails. She steps back to admire her work. Jasper enters from the back room, replaces the carafe on the coffee cart, crosses the room to the front door, and flips the sign to open.
Making a move?
What?
Your stuff would be very eye-catching there.
Oh, I don't know. It would look nice under these lights, but to lose the center space, my center space?
You don't always have to be in the center. Mix things up a little.
Lavinia takes her art off the wall and replaces it on the shelving unit center.
No, thank you.
I'll tell the new girl you want that wall and that you have senior position.
Oh, I don't think we need to use the word senior while discussing me with the new girl, Jasper.
What time is she supposed to be here?
Oh, Valerie wrote it down somewhere here. I can't remember. Hold on. Who had the evening shift yesterday?
If there's a half-eaten sub under the tissue paper, it's mine.
Jasper, it's tuna.
Melt. It used to be a tuna melt, but now it's just lukewarm tuna with cheese. I'll take it.
Huh. It says she was supposed to be here before we opened. Well, now we know she's not punctual.
Oh, come on, Linnea, give her a chance.
She had a chance to prove that she's punctual and it didn't work out. I'm sure she has good qualities, even though she doesn't seem to respect the time of others. After all, she's very young, only 39.
That copy of her license is for Valerie, not you.
She lives on... Oh, Jasper, she's in your neighborhood.
Well, now we know she doesn't have any money.
Poor late Jennifer. I have to admit, I did enjoy her presentation.
Creative types are never punctual. Artistic license applies to every aspect of our lives, including time and what passes for lunch.
Well, I'm always punctual and I'm creative.
Yeah, okay.
The bell on the shop door rings as Eleanor McAfee enters, a delightful contemporary of Jasper's who normally exudes spunk, but is currently quite frantic.
Good morning, Mrs. McAfee.
Good morning, Jasper.
Hello, Eleanor. Back again so soon?
Oh, Jasper, I've got terrible news.
Not Tabitha.
Yes, she's...
I'm sorry to hear it. And so soon after Max.
It's a tragedy.
How did she go?
I'd rather not say.
I understand. My sincerest condolences.
Oh, I was just hoping that you had another frame print of the Rainbow Bridge.
But you already bought one last week for Max.
I know, but the way that you personalize them so nicely with the decoupage frame, it just makes each one so special.
Oh, brother.
You're right. Every one of them is unique, just like our pets.
Yes.
Now, come over here and let's give her a send-off she deserves. Okay, let's see. A girl's name?
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Yeah.
Now a verb?
Struck.
Struck. And finally a noun.
Lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Shall I read it aloud?
Oh. No, I'll do it later. At her funeral in the backyard. I'm sorry. How much do I owe you?
Well, this is your third print in 6 months. And the third one is always free. So take it with my regards.
Jasper Edwards, you are just about the nicest man I know.
However, if you'd like to make a purchase, you may want to look at one of my birdhouses.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. You see, Tabitha was chasing a bird away from one of your birdhouses in the backyard when look, I hate to fly, but I'm really in a hurry.
Where are you off to?
The Lakeview Animal Shelter. The house is very lovely is lonely, just lonely without Tabitha running around anymore. Oh, I also have to finish mowing the lawn. Thank you for the poem, Jasper. Goodbye, Lavinia.
Eleanor's about to head out the door, but she is blocked by Jenn, who is struggling to open the door while carrying a large box of framed pieces.
Oh.
Lavinia is immediately aware of who it is and makes no effort to help. Jasper moves quickly to the door.
Let me get that for you.
Oh, he's such a gentleman.
Looks like you're moving in.
I am.
Mhm.
A new artist.
Yes, unless you gave away my place.
Oh, we thought about it.
I'm Jasper. This is Mrs. McAfee.
No, Eleanor, please.
Hello.
My cat died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And that's Lavinia, watercolors.
Hi.
We weren't sure you'd ever show up.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm a little behind the 8 ball today.
You're perfectly fine.
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Oh, it's Jenn with 2 N's.
Jenn.
No, just Jenn. Sorry, I feel like I just barged in on your conversation.
Don't think anything of it. We're happy you're here.
Is that your art?
Oh, yeah. Well, some of it.
And this is her wall.
Oh, my goodness. It's a real place of honor.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it's kind of off to the side, not really front and center.
It's perfect. I love it.
Is this your first time selling your artwork?
Yeah, actually, I've kind of been through some life-changing shit lately and gotten back into my art, which I really hadn't taken any seriously at all since college, for various reasons that I won't bore you with. But I've had this energized few weeks, and I just, well, fuck it, right? I mean, just throw your stuff out into the universe and see what comes back at you.
I like that.
Me too. Fuck it.
I'm sorry. I'm sure I've made a terrible first impression.
Oh, no, that happened earlier when you weren't here.
Lavinia is our co-op class clown. She's consistently full of mirth and glee.
Thank you.
Your name is beautiful.
Thank you.
Very unusual.
I was named after a Roman princess whose hair burst into flame.
It suits her. You'll see.
The bell on the front door suddenly rings as Sadie, dressed in yoga attire for work, tries to enter the shop with another large box full of art. Jasper runs to hold the door open.
Jenn,
Got it.
I thought you were coming back out.
Sorry, I was just meeting some of the other artists. This is Jasper and Lavinia and Eleanor.
Oh my, I'm not one of the artists. I'm just here because my cat died.
I'm Sadie. My cat's alive.
Sadie's my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's very artsy.
Well, at least we're doing something right today. Listen, Jen, I've got to get to work. This morning has already been a disaster.
Show us some of your art.
Will you help me unpack first?
Jen, I don't think that's a great idea.
Oh, come on. What's your medium?
Well, watercolors mostly, but I'm trying not to limit myself.
Oh, yes. Show her the watercolors from your presentation to the association members. They're a bit more rustic than mine, Eleanor.
All right. Sadie, can you help?
Jenn flips through one of the boxes and chooses one of the larger framed pieces. Sadie helps her pop the piece out of the box to be viewed. It is an enormous, colorful watercolor of male genitalia. Sadie looks away as Jenn proudly displays it to the gawking group.
That is rustic.
Oh my God.
Impressive.
I wasn't planning on seeing one of those today.
Well, hang it up. Don't be shy.
Oh no, I can do it later.
No, hang it up. I want to see it from a distance.
I think there's been a misunderstanding.
I hope not. It's marvelous.
Is it?
Sadie,
I appreciate an unbiased opinion.
Do you have any more?
They're all like this.
All of them?
she's right.
The color palette is so full.
The color palette is girthy.
Oh, Jen, I have clients waiting.
Jasper, we should ask Valerie if we can put some of these in the window. Christmas is coming.
Oh,
Jen?
Yes, right. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is not how I imagined today going. And I'm sorry for, well, now I'm apologizing for my art. Hello, everyone. My name is Jen with 2 N's. I'm an artist. My work has value. And more importantly, I like it. And that is my space over there. That big, beautiful wall. And I'm going to hang my artwork on that wall. And God, I was about to apologize again in case my art offended anyone, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's really great meeting all of you. Your co-op is lovely. I hope I make a lot of money here.
I'll pick you up at 5.
Great. Hey, thank you.
Sadie takes Jen's hand.
Excuse us.
The others suddenly look away from them and examine art or look at the ceiling. Sadie and Jenn look into each other's eyes and take several deep breaths together before Sadie speaks.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am independent.
I am independent.
I am loved.
I am loved.
Amen.
Oh, we're working on Jen's anxiety and self-esteem and work ethic.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye, everyone. It's really nice to meet all of you, and I hope you like her art more than I do.
Sadie.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
we love it.
She's very talented, and she paints other things too. She painted my cat once, but my cat is not a penis.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye. Come to Lakeview Yoga, and I'll get you $5 off one of my sessions.
Wait, dear. Tell me everything about your little fur baby at home. I'm on my way to get a replacement right now.
They exit together. Jenn lets out a deep breath and pulls off her coat, looking for a place to put it. She eventually just drops it on her own box of art, not wanting to overstep with her personal space quite yet. She starts to unload her frame pieces, leaning them against the wall. Jasper looks out the window after Eleanor, but she's already gone. Lavinia returns to the ladder to continue dusting.
All right, kiddo, where do we begin? There's so much ground to cover.
Great.
There's always cookies for customers. I put them out.
And he eats them too.
And I eat them. So I always buy the kind I like. There's coffee. Do you want any? You've had an exciting morning.
Yes, that sounds. Thank you.
I don't remember seeing those pieces when the association juried your portfolio.
Oh, well, that was 2 months ago. They didn't exist then.
Well, look, I don't want to put a damper on our exciting morning because it really has been an exciting morning.
Cream.
2, please.
But I'm not sure this is what the association agreed to when you were accepted for a probationary 6-month period.
Because my artwork is penises and not pastel flowers.
Well, in a way, yes. I'm just looking out for you, honey. We watercolor gals need to stick together.
Okay, should I talk to someone? The president's name is Val, right? Can I just call her?
No. Oh, don't be silly. I'll take care of it. Oh, she and I have been friends for a long time, so she'll listen to me.
Here you go, Jen with 2 ends. Take the cookie too.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing, Roomy.
Jasper starts to help Jen hang the pieces up.
Would you look at that? What's the story behind these, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, no, not at all. These are all the men I've slept with.
Just the 2 boxes?
Yeah, but some of them are smaller than others. Well, the frames, I mean.
Did you paint them from memory?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. The penis itself is actually inconsequential.
Is it? I had no idea.
Well, I mean, I think so. It's really just a way for me to capture the essence of each partner, like you do with your flowers, Lavinia.
Oh, please don't compare our work. And speaking of flowers, the art you showed to the association members were woodland scenes, moss-covered stones, and mushroom caps.
Well, these are very similar to stones and mushroom caps.
I'll call Valerie right now to make sure you're in the clear. I'll just use the phone in the back room. Jasper, why don't you show her around?
Yes. Have you been here before?
Yeah, once, when I was in high school, but that was a long time ago. I remember there was an area that was strictly wind chimes. My girlfriend Sadie and I, well, before we started dating, we were friends in high school, and we came looking for something for her mother's birthday. I mean, I think we were high, and we walked right through this space full of wind chimes with our arms wide open, and well, you can imagine the sound.
I can. You made the same sound coming in here today with a bang.
Oh, geez.
That was Audrey Coates' old space. Wind chimes, right over there.
Yeah, but they were weird somehow. They were
Latin silverware, old tin cans, a real adventurous sensibility. I think she took apart the motor of a 36 Mercury just to hear what it would sound like dangling on a tree branch. That woman had a remarkable brain. She caught a lot of flack from these people when she wanted in.
What happened to her?
Her chimes weren't selling, so one day she boxed everything up and sold it for scrap. It was the biggest sale she ever made. Don't do what she did. Don't sell your art for scrap money.
Okay, I won't.
Good. This is Lavinia's space, front and center. Watch the ladder. A rolling stone gathers no moss, but the neglected watercolor sure does gather dust. Some of these have been here for as long as I have.
That's a shame. They're nice. It's exciting to match the artist with their work. It's always surprising to see inside their head, you know?
Want to see inside my head?
Oh, yes. Which booth is yours?
Guess.
Birdhouses.
Birdhouses! Every one of them is unique. I just sit with the naked wood and let the colors speak to me. Sort of like you with your dicks over there.
Yeah, I guess so.
And on the wall over here, framed prints of my favorite poem, The Rainbow Bridge. But I decoupage the frame with the cut-up of Mad Libs to reduce bereavement. People should laugh and smile when they think of their deceased pets, don't you think?
Sure. I had a dog once.
Wonderful. I have 3 boys at home, Bo, Bob, and Skeeter.
The Rainbow Bridge.
Yep, but it's my own version of the poem. Did you know that 3 people claim they came up with the Rainbow Bridge? Imagine 3 people getting bent out of shape over the publishing of a dead dog poem. That's why people are awful and animals are the best. The pain is gone. You're suffering through. Your loyal days well counted too. You gave me love, no joy withheld. You earned your rest, my friend, sleep well. So bound across the meadow green and live again within my dreams. Across the Rainbow Bridge you go. My friend, please wait for me.
That is beautiful. You wrote that? And what does the frame say?
The doctor pulled a noun out of my body part.
Oh, no.
See, you can't stay upset about things. You know, half the artists in this asylum would love to see my birdhouses out on the curb. They don't even try to hide it anymore, but I'm in for life.
How?
I bought the building.
Lavinia enters from the back room.
Jennifer, I've got some bad news. What's going on with you two?
Jen was just talking about her dog.
What did Valerie say?
Well, that's the bad news. I couldn't get a hold of her, but I did call Tracy Allen, our vice president, and she doesn't think it's going to go well for you.
She doesn't.
No. In fact, when I told her about your little bait and switch, she insisted on coming down here and seeing them for herself.
Why?
To see if she recognizes any of those dicks, I should imagine.
Now that your future with the co-op is in serious question, I'd really like to understand why you insist on this manipulation.
I suppose you could just swap these out for your old watercolors of twigs and berries.
But that's not who I am right now. That's not who I am anymore. It wouldn't be honest.
Well, perhaps not, but at least you'd be able to stay.
Well, I'm sure Valerie will make a decision that reflects the artistic integrity of the co-op.
I'm sure she will.
Well, let's hope so.
But in the meantime, I'm going to finish my wall.
I can help.
Thank you.
Jasper.
You know, if we turn some of these upside down, we might be able to fool a few customers into thinking they're buying a watercolor of a chipmunk dashing through a thicket.
Jasper.
Yeah?
There's a stack of mail on the counter. Would you mind walking down to the post office?
Oh, sure. You've got to be a team player around here, Jen. That's the only way a cooperative works. I'm glad you're here.
Sometimes I send him on trips just to get some quiet time to myself. That's how a cooperative works for me.
Oh, okay.
Lavinia continues to dust her watercolors on the lower shelves. Jen hangs a piece upside down and starts laughing, thinking of Jasper. Lavinia shoots her a look. Jen notices and flips it back around. She's ready to hang some of her work higher up on the wall and looks several times in the direction of the ladder.
Could I use the ladder?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Sorry, I just need it for a second.
It's being used.
How is it being used?
Well, I may decide to head back up at any moment. And it wouldn't make any sense for me to give it to you when I just have to take it back.
Oh, sure. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I'm sorry I asked. Actually, I'm not sorry that I asked. Just let me know when you're done using it, if that's not too much trouble.
I will. It might be a while though.
Jenn tries to go back to work, hesitates and sighs, straightens up and heads over to Lavinia, determined to play nice. She moves the ladder out of the way in order to access Lavinia's art. She settles on a piece and picks it up under Lavinia's watchful eye.
Oh, I love this one.
You do?
Yeah, it reminds me of something my grandmother had in her house before she died of old age.
Well, she must have had excellent taste in art.
Not particularly. She had dementia, so I'm not sure she ever knew what was hanging on her walls. She could have had a giant penis hanging in her living room, and she would have gone about her day as if it was a watercolor of a Pekingese.
That poor deranged woman. My condolences.
Thanks. Where did you go to college?
For art?
Yeah, I went to NYU. The art department is...
Oh, I've heard it's remarkable.
Oh, it is. It doesn't guarantee a remarkable livelihood, but yes, the program is remarkable. I studied under Ashita Anu, and are you familiar with her?
No.
Her work is revelatory. A lot of my classmates thought that my work was very much like hers. How about you?
BOCES, continuing adult education courses. I went to college to become a nurse.
Oh. Do you like your instructor?
Yes. Oh, but life hasn't been kind to her. Oh, she went to NYU. Couldn't make it as a legitimate artist. I can get you in touch with her if you'd like. You seem to have a lot in common, and well, maybe you could sub for her on occasion.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why not?
I just don't think that I'm there yet.
There where? Working for money?
No, I just don't think I'm ready to give up yet.
Charming. Make sure you start your cover letter with that credo.
What the hell is your problem with me?
No problem.
You won't let me use the ladder, but Jasper brings me coffee and cookies.
Jasper is a golden retriever with bad knees.
This was a mistake.
Oh, the mistake was ours. Had you been honest at your juries, you would have been rejected immediately. All that effort your girlfriend exerted dragging your pornography in here could have been avoided. Do you want help packing up?
Jenn hesitates for a moment, then crosses to the ladder. She drags it noisily over to her wall and begins hanging her artwork up high, slamming it into place. Lavinia heads for the back room.
I'm just going to give Valerie another call. I can guarantee she won't mistake any of those for a Pekingese.
She exits to the back room. Jenn looks after Lavinia and starts to cry a bit once she has left the stage. Standing on the ladder, she calls Sadie.
Hi. Yes, I'm crying. Because the lady here is a bitch. She doesn't like my artwork. Well, I know that you don't like it either, Sadie, but she doesn't like it because I made it. You don't like it because it's a reminder. She wants me to work with senior citizens. Well, I don't need a job that badly. No, I don't. What? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I called you in the middle of your class. I'm sorry.
Doug is seen outside the display window on the sidewalk, looking for the street address around the door. After deciding this is the right place, he bursts into the shop carrying a large paper bag, which he almost immediately throws on the floor.
And I have a job, by the way. I'm selling my art. Well, I'm going to sell my art. To Gaiman, I don't know.
Jenn,
Fuck, I have to go.
Jenn,
Yes, it's Doug. Yes, I'll get rid of him.
get rid of me.
What do you want, Doug?
I want to talk to you.
I'm all talked out after your psychotic outburst in Sadie's driveway this morning. You made me late for my first day of work.
Just answer my question, all right? You're a lesbian now?
Yes, I'm a lesbian now. Who told you?
Your brother.
Seriously?
Well, we still play D&D together, Jenn. Just because you dump my ass doesn't mean I don't abandon my social life.
D&D is not a social life, Doug. It's a rest stop on the road to a social life.
You're being mean, all right? Just come down off the ladder.
No, I like it up here.
Well, it's fucking weird. Will you just come down?
No.
Jenn.
No.
Jenn, you're being mean.
And you're not listening to me. Do you see why this doesn't work?
It doesn't work because you don't want it to work. It doesn't work because one day you decide you're a fucking lesbian and there's paperbacks of Goblin Market and the price of tea laying in the apartment.
The price of salt.
I don't care if it's tea or salt.
But I do care. And I choose salt.
Doug pauses to take this in, then runs up the opposing side of the ladder.
Please, just come back. It's bad without you, Jenn, and I'm alone, and I don't like to be alone in the apartment, and it feels weird. It's really weird without you, and I don't like it. Come on, I won't watch TV when you paint, and I won't stay out late on weekends. I'll call more. I'll text more. I'll buy you shit, whatever you want, just within reason. Do you want to go on a trip? We could take a vacation. That might help.
Stop talking and listen to me.
Okay.
Do you know when things changed? Because I do.
Is it because I can't stay hard during sex sometimes?
Jesus Christ.
It's just a thing that happens. It's not because I don't find you attractive. Because it's not that, I swear.
You need to leave.
Fuck.
Would you calm down? I work here now.
Wait a minute. I brought you some stuff.
What stuff?
Stuff you left behind. Clothes mostly.
Fine. Thanks.
That was nice of me, wasn't it?
Doug.
The painting you made from Rocco's in there too.
You can keep that. It was a Christmas gift.
Well, I keep Rocco, you keep the painting.
Okay. Thanks.
I will need the bag back.
This bag that cost a nickel.
Yeah, well, I'm paying full rent for the apartment now, so savings count.
Right. I'll give it to you now.
No, that's okay. Like, we can meet up for dinner and a movie next week, and you can give it back to me then.
Dinner and a movie, Doug? What? No, just take it now, please.
Okay, so not dinner and a movie, but hey, I'm trying here.
Oh, Rocco, little stinky butt. I'm going to miss you.
You don't have to miss him. You can see him whenever you want. I won't make it weird, I promise.
Don't make any more promises, Doug. We both know that you can't keep them.
Listen, Jenn, come on.
Besides, I won't have to miss him. I'll have him here with me all day.
She hangs
Jenn,
his portrait
come
up
on.
on the wall. He's an adorable pug in vibrant colors.
Jenn, come on. I'm anticipating your needs. Anticipating your needs, Jenn.
Not for sale.
Well, what the fuck is this shit?
My art.
Are all of these me?
Are you serious? They don't even look alike.
These are all different guys that you slept with?
That's none of your fucking business, Doug.
It is my business. Now explain to me how you can fucking be a lesbian after you sampled all these cocks like some little box of chocolates.
Would you get out of here before I get fired?
Come on, Jenn. Rocco won't even look at me anymore.
Well, try maintaining an erection for more than 2 minutes. That'll probably get his attention.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Would you get out of here?
Jenn, I love you.
You don't even know what that means.
My bag. My bag.
Christ. Would you take the fucking bag and get out already?
Lavinia enters from the back room.
Jennifer.
Hey.
Hi.
This is my ex-boyfriend.
Boyfriend, not ex. I'm Doug. Jenn and I are just working through some things.
Sounds like she's already worked through them. When are you going to start working through them?
Soon. I just don't want to. This is a nice store.
Thank you.
Are these your birdhouses?
How dare you? Get out.
Well, what if I want to buy one of these birdhouses?
Nobody wants to buy one of those birdhouses.
Jenn, come on.
It's her store, Doug. You should go.
Doug nods several times and crosses to the wall, looking frantically at all the penises before deciding on the one. He pulls it off the wall and holds it up triumphantly to Jenn and Lavinia.
These are my balls, and I'm taking them back.
He exits dramatically.
I have to say, Jenn with 2 N's, you are one surprise after another. The way the 10 plagues kept surprising the Egyptians.
Did you get a hold of Val?
Yes.
I probably need to pack up my things, huh?
Oh, feel free to use the ladder.
There's quiet as Jenn drags the ladder closer to her wall and climbs it. She started to cry, and Lavinia, who has started rearranging items in the window display, takes notice.
I was serious about the BOCES class. I can get you in if you need the money.
Thanks. I might need to.
I'd take your class. I wouldn't necessarily choose the same subject matter. My ex-husband's genitalia do not deserve to be painted and mounted on a wall. Well, maybe just mounted on a wall. But your use of color is really
Colorful. I know. Thank you.
it's wonderful. I admire it a great deal.
Why are you being so nice to me now?
Because you're leaving, Jennifer. Here, hand that down to me. It'll go faster.
This place is fucked up.
Yeah, but it's our fucked up. Come on.
Jasper enters excitedly.
She's coming.
A little faster, Jen. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Are those going up or coming down?
Down. Jennifer is leaving us.
But you can't do that.
I don't understand.
What are you so worked up over?
Eleanor called Valerie as soon as she got home and just raved about your dick wall, Jen.
I don't know if we should call it that.
So who do you think is on her way here right now?
Valerie?
Valerie.
Oh,
Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Get him up, get him up. She's on her way to see them.
No, but that's not right. Lavinia just talked to Val and she said that I had to pack up.
She did. Lavinia?
well, I did talk to Val, yes.
And she said for me to pack up. right?
Well, not exactly. Well, I just didn't stop you from assuming that she said you should pack up.
This place is fucked up.
Oh, Lavinia, that's beneath you.
No, it's not.
Lavinia,
Yes.
this is my ladder now.
Two weeks later, night. The co-op is decorated for Jenn's reception. Finger foods are visible around the spaces, and a table with wine and plastic cups has been added. All of Jenn's paintings are proudly hung, although some have been tagged with sold stickers during the evening. A large placard with Jenn's headshot and bio sits on an easel nearby. Music chosen by Jenn plays while the guests mingle and admire Jenn's work. They move through the rest of the co-op, too. Jasper, Lavinia, Jenn, Eleanor, Tracy Allen, Valerie, and other unnamed guests are eating and chatting. Jenn is standing between her work and the front door, preoccupied, but maintaining a conversation with Tracy, who is completely spellbound by Jenn's art.
You know, at first, when I saw these magnificent pieces, I thought you were an animal lover because I had never seen so many elephants in one place before. Oh, she's obsessed with pachyderms, I thought. But it turns out you're just obsessed with dicks.
That's not exactly true.
And then when I realized they were dicks, I could have sworn I recognized some of them. But that's impossible, right? I mean, what are the chances that you and I?
Oh, none. I hope.
But then I thought maybe they're like those ink blots where you project whatever you're thinking onto the painting. And
I think that's the point of art in general, actually.
And then I said, Tracy, get a grip. I think I see my college boyfriend's dong up there. But in actuality, it's because I think about my college boyfriend's dong a lot. So this was bound to happen eventually.
Oh, wow.
I think that you're brave to put together an art installation of your sexual conquests.
Oh, actually, the penises are inconsequential.
Oh, well, some of them, yes. Can I buy one of the thicker, consequential ones?
Yes, God, yes, please. Which one do you want?
Well, I can't decide which one is my favorite. Which one is your favorite? Oh, wait, please, don't tell me. I need to make that decision on my own.
Oh. It's like looking into a pet store window, isn't it? Oh, they are so adorable.
Valerie takes the center of the room and taps on a plastic wine glass with a knife.
Attention, everyone. Excuse me. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
I'm Valerie Sherman Bradley, president of Lakeview Artisans Cooperative, and I wanted to thank everyone who came out to our little reception tonight. It's not every day that an artist possessing such a powerful voice comes into our co-op, demanding that her controversial work be seen and sold.
Thank God for that.
But Jenn claimed her place here 2 weeks ago without apology and without her portfolio of rocks and toadstools. I say good. I say wonderful. The last thing we need is another booth full of watercolor birds and flowers. I mean, instead, she brings Lakeview artisans kicking and screaming into the here and now.
Everyone claps and whistles except Lavinia. Sadie suddenly enters through the front door and Jenn greets her, concerned.
Where have you been?
Work, I told you.
Val's giving a toast. You're missing it.
Not only Are we ecstatic that Jenn has sold several of her pieces tonight?
I've got mine.
Well, it better not be the one I want.
I also see an expansion of her space in the near future. Front and center is where Jenn belongs, and if I have anything to say about it, that's exactly where she will be.
Ooh.
Speech, speech.
Here.
Thank you so much, everyone who came out tonight. I am completely overwhelmed by the warmth Lakeview Artisans has shown me after a bit of a rocky start.
Doug suddenly walks through the front door, brazenly at first, but he then becomes self-conscious when he sees everyone staring at him silently. He coughs and waves nervously. Sadie rolls her eyes and slips her hand into Jenn's, who holds it firmly.
I also want to thank my partner, Sadie, for being the most selfless person I have ever met. Every night when I crawl into bed too late, I still feel your arms around me. Every cup of tea you make me when I'm absorbed in my work.
Get a fucking cup of tea if you ask for it.
Who is that young man?
Nobody.
Every time that you genuinely engage with me and speak honestly about my work, even when I don't ask for it, and even when I don't like what you have to say, I'm here because of you.
And me.
And all these men.
Sure. Well, anyway, thank you everyone here. How's that? Please enjoy the rest of the evening and buy a birdhouse. Over there. Buy a birdhouse.
Psst. Hey, Jenn.
I'm going out back for a smoke.
Jenn, don't smoke. Just work on your breathing. If you smoke, he wins.
Jenn refuses to look at Doug as she speeds off to the back room.
Shit.
Hello there. I'm Valerie Sherman Bradley, president of Lakeview Artisans. Are you a friend of Jenn's?
I'm a former model of hers.
Oh, how exotic. Do you have any pictures of your work?
Oh yeah, hey, I've got a few of those kind of pics. Just hang on a second, I'll find you a good one.
I'm glad you're here to help us finish off the food and wine.
I've got something good for you here. I hope that's okay.
Oh, certainly. I love seeing young people in our shop.
I'm sorry, the bathroom is for customers only.
Lavinia, this is a former model of Jenn's. He was just about to show me his work.
Oh, here's a good one. I think the way the sunlight is hitting it really makes the veins pop, you know? My painting used to be up on the wall, but I took it back out of principle.
Valerie walks away speechless and stunned.
I think she went to get a pair of readers from her purse to see it better. It doesn't exactly fill the screen, does it?
Funny, you know. Is this the part where you throw me out again?
No, but if you find a way to make Jenn cry tonight, make sure I'm in the room when it happens, okay?
Okay, just give me 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Lavinia glides away from Doug, smiling.
Why can't you take a fucking hint?
Why can't you understand that you're a fucking rebound? You've been together for what, like a month, right? That's nothing.
Time doesn't matter. Mutual admiration and respect does. We're in love.
Well, good for you, because so am I.
The door opens and in walks Logan, who is in his mid-30s, well-dressed and surprisingly for Doug, normal. Logan embraces Doug.
Hey.
Hi, handsome.
Logan gives Doug a peck on the cheek. Sadie is stunned. Logan is oblivious and beams.
Hi, I'm Logan. What is your ex's artwork?
Oh, it's right over there.
Jesus, you were right. She is obsessed with you.
None of those are his.
Don't worry, I can tell.
Go check it out, and I'll be over there in a minute.
Okay.
Doug slaps Logan's ass as he walks to the wall of art.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing, Sadie. Are you saying that there's something wrong with me dating a man?
Would you keep your voice down? I know exactly what kind of shit you're trying to pull.
I figured, you'd be familiar with it.
If you're trying to make her jealous, it's not going to work. And if you're trying to prove a point, you just look like an ignorant asshole.
You don't get to dictate my sexual fluidity, Sadie. My body, my choice.
That's not what that means, and you are not gay.
Well, neither is Jenn. Where is she?
Find her yourself. And don't forget your prop.
He's a real person, with real feelings.
I know that, Doug. Do you know that? Fuck!
Sadie heads toward the back room where Jenn had previously exited. Doug joins Logan.
Look at all these young faces, Jasper. People are finally looking at your birdhouses.
Sadie, there you are.
Hi, I'm trying to find Jenn.
I am too. Can you believe this reception?
No, really, it's wonderful. You did a great job.
I brought the cookies.
Oh, that was really nice of you.
It's amazing that Jenn got this far. The last young lady who had that wall walked out 20 minutes after meeting Lavinia.
Jasper, why do you keep her around?
She pays the rent on her space every month. What am I supposed to do?
She's an emotional terrorist.
Who gets her rent in the first of every month? She's very punctual.
I have to find Jenn. Excuse me.
Yes, they're bold, but what are they actually saying?
That depends on the sensitive transmission of thoughts and emotions between the art and the observer.
I'm Logan. I'm an artist too.
I could tell immediately. You must bring me some of your work.
I'd love to.
Since you are an artist, could you tell me what these dicks are really saying?
Absolutely.
And do you recognize any of them?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I kind of find them to be a little presumptuous.
May I ask why?
You may, but I'm surprised you can't see why yourself.
I'm going to hang mine by my front door. I'll be able to tell a lot by my guests based on their reaction to something so provocative.
That's brilliant.
I knew you would think so.
Life's too short for hazy pastels.
Lavinia overhears this, reacts, and exits through the back room entrance.
I agree. I just want it, bam, right there in my face.
She's fun.
Well said, Eleanor. Bam, my boyfriend right there in my face.
Do you all want to get drinks after this?
Dude, stop. That's not why we're here.
Then why am I here, dude?
She'll be out in just a second. Relax.
Lavinia enters with a large framed piece of art. We cannot see what's painted on it. She addresses a crowd.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, excuse me. Hello. I'm Lavinia Dorset. I paint watercolors and, oh, well, they're over there. If you'd like, they're for sale. Anyhow, I know tonight is Jenn's night, but what I'd like to say is truly an affirmation of her presence here at Lakeview Artisans.
She's out back having a smoke.
Oh, that's fine. She doesn't need to hear this. In the short time Jenn and I have gotten to know each other, I have learned so much about my own limitations, artistically speaking. She has, without knowing it, pushed me to take risks and explore areas of my talent that, well, until now, I didn't know I possessed.
Yikes.
She's not only a great inspiration for Lakeview Artisans.
Oh, here.
Okay, let's not get crazy. She's also a great inspiration to me. And as a token of my esteem, I'd like to present my latest work of art, a bold testament, a bold role model and friend.
Yikes.
She's not even back yet.
Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I give you a new watercolor by Lavinia Dorset, Jenn with 2 N's.
Lavinia flips the painting around and reveals a portrait of Jenn in explosive watercolors. The portrait is not particularly flattering, with lack of skill parading as artistic expression.
Yikes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's for sale. It's for sale.
Lavinia crosses to the easel and removes Jenn's placard, tossing it to the floor, and places her artwork on the easel instead.
Everyone, please grab a glass of champagne.
Way ahead of you, Val.
Let's toast to, there she is.
That's his date.
Breathe.
You're gonna need this.
To Jennifer.
Doug.
Is she going to hit you?
I don't know.
Or should I say Jenn with 2 N's and Jenn with 2 N's.
And over men.
To Jenn.
Jen!
Doug kisses Logan passionately on the mouth, which takes Logan by surprise.
Breathe, Jenn.
Fuck breathing and fuck Doug.
Jenn tears away from Sadie and runs across the room. Doug breaks the kiss and his eyes widen when he sees Jenn heading toward him. He pushes Logan aside and jumps behind the easel as Jenn reaches him and throws her champagne. It hits the painting and instantly destroys it.
Jennifer!
I'm sorry.
She doesn't mean that. She won't apologize for anything anymore.
I do mean it. What was that supposed to be?
That was the rebirth of Lavinia's artistic spirit destroyed by her muse.
What?
Lavinia painted a portrait of you, Jenn.
Oh, Lavinia, I don't know what to say. I'll pay for it, obviously. Sadie, could you write Lavinia a check?
Can I write Lavinia a check?
Please?
Unbelievable.
Sadie crosses to the front door and leaves.
Sadie, wait.
I don't blame her. You must be the most selfish person I have ever met. You're late, you're sloppy, you're rude. And maybe my opinion doesn't matter around here anymore, but I think painting a wall full of cocks you've met face to face is the tackiest gimmick I've ever seen.
Lavinia.
I don't know the exact point at which this place went off the fucking rails, but if this is what's valued over hazy pastels and birdhouses, I want no part of it. Congratulations, Jenn. You and Valerie can start your expansion right away. I'm done.
Lavinia wipes a tear away and exits through the back room door.
Lavinia.
I'll take care of it, kid. Remember Audrey Coates.
He follows Lavinia out.
Jenn, can I talk to you?
Are you serious right now?
Would you just stop? Like this doesn't concern you.
Oh, I'm aware of that. You're an asshole.
He shoves Doug and exits out the front door.
Okay, bye. Men, am I right?
Well, let's not have the champagne lose all its bubbles. Thank you, Jenn, for being a force of nature. I'm happy you're here. And with that, I wish everyone a peaceful good night. Namaste.
The crowd begins to murmur and file out of the shop quietly after saying goodnight to Jenn. Tracy writes a check at the counter. Eleanor takes the watercolor she purchased off the wall.
It was a beautiful reception Oh dear, it was. I love this and I can't wait to display it proudly. Oh, good night, everyone.
Good night, Eleanor.
Speaking as vice president of the board, you have nothing to apologize for. Congratulations.
She winks, then chooses her favorite piece, pulls it off the wall, and exits out the front door.
Those with very little talent will always try to pull down those who have a great deal of it. Don't compromise your values to placate small minds and smaller hearts.
Valerie follows Tracy out.
Champagne?
No.
Need a ride home?
What are you doing, Doug?
I'm just trying to get your attention. I think Logan broke up with me.
Well, he's right. You are an asshole.
Speaking of assholes, you broke a woman's spirit tonight.
My God, Doug. She painted a portrait of me and I destroyed it.
I know.
I wasted a whole glass of champagne on it.
You feel bad about the champagne?
No, I feel bad for her. I do. I really do.
Do you feel bad for me too?
Doug, promise you'll apologize to that poor guy.
I promise.
Really?
Yes.
Doug.
Yes, I promise, Christ.
Good.
Fuck you drive me crazy. So do you want to ride home or not?
You're insane.
I'm okay with that. Are you?
What you did tonight was really rude.
I told you, you fucking drive me crazy. Weren't you just like a little jealous? Just, a little?
Depends. Did you get any action?
No. But I'd like to.
Good night, Doug.
After a moment, Doug acquiesces and spins away toward the front door. He stops and turns back to Jenn.
Can I keep that picture of you?
Are you serious?
Can I?
It's ruins.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay. Thanks.
Doug nods and heads toward the easel, stooping to pick up the placard of Jenn's headshot and bio.
Oh, and don't feel too bad about Lavinia. She wanted to make you cry tonight. Goodbye, Jenn.
Doug exits wistfully through the front door. Jenn is alone in the co-op and walks to the easel, taking the painting in both hands. Music plays as she moves downstage staring at it, terrified by her own reflection. She throws it to the floor suddenly as the lights black out. Two and a half months later, it's the holiday season. The store is decorated for the holidays with open boxes labeled Xmas scattered around. The latter is once again present. Jenn's wall now has several new pieces, explosively colorful self-portraits, no doubt inspired by Lavinia's piece. Some of the male genitalia pieces remain, but only a few. Lavinia's shelves are almost empty, with a large sign stating 50% off, crossed off and corrected to read 75% off in red marker, taped to one of several remaining watercolors. Jenn enters from the back room and heads to her wall carrying Lavinia's ruined portrait, leaning it against a box of decorations. She now moves with the confidence of someone comfortably in charge. She pulls two of her paintings down as Jasper enters with a plate of cookies.
Making a move?
What?
You should move some of your stuff to Lavinia's area. It's like her dandelions got hit with weed killer.
Oh, no, I'll let the rest of her stuff sell.
All she had to do to become a popular artist was to quit being an artist.
I think that the fire sale helped too.
Oh, sure. Gingerbread?
No thanks.
It's not Christmas without gingerbread. I made it myself, and I never bake.
Jenn hangs up the portrait by Lavinia on her wall.
Oh, you are a wonder.
I mean, it was just sitting in the back room. I ruined it. Lavinia didn't want it. Sadie won't let me hang it in the apartment, but I think that it has artistic merit. Someone will buy it.
He writes out a tag for $200 at the counter.
Dorian Gray, most likely. How is Sadie, by the way?
Good. Things are good. Oh, hey, I have to send receipts to the artist from last month. Do you know where those are on the computer?
Check with Lavinia.
How am I supposed to do that?
Oh, right.
Do you know anything about the reimbursement check for Tracy Allen? I can't find it in the paperwork anywhere.
It'll turn up.
Does Lavinia know where it is?
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
Did the newsletter go out to the membership?
What newsletter?
Lavinia would always send out a monthly newsletter.
Was I supposed to send one out last month too?
Probably.
What? How do I get into that email? What is the password?
Let's see. Check with.
Don't say check with Lavinia.
Okay, I won't. I won't say check with Lavinia. But don't check with me because I don't know.
Listen, Jasper, I love you, but you have to keep me up to date on these things.
Sorry, kid. I haven't had to think about this stuff in a very long time.
The bell on the door rings as Valerie enters, shaking snow from her shoulders. She's followed by Tracy, who is also bundled up.
Coffee, Jasper, if you don't mind.
Coming right up. Some for you, Tracy?
Oh, I think
She doesn't need any.
I guess not. Thank you.
Hi, Val. Hello, Tracy.
Hi, Jen.
Hello, my little Ishido Ano.
Oh, God, I wish.
Oh, don't be modest. It doesn't suit you.
Oh, is this new?
Kind of. It was Lavinia's watercolor of me that I ruined.
Ruined? Oh, I see an improvement. Anyone else would have thrown that in the trash, but you have the vision to recognize its value. You threw the transformative champagne and now it's art. Your art. Raise the price to $400. I have 2 people in mind who would buy that in a heartbeat.
3, if you include me. Maybe don't raise the price since I want it.
Honestly, Tracy, don't cheapen her work. I'll call the serious buyers this afternoon. They'll drop by in and look at it.
Val, that's amazing.
No, you're amazing.
I'll drink to that. Shall we tell her?
Yes.
I think we shall.
Tell me what?
You've only fulfilled 3 months of your probationary period here at the co-op, but Jasper and I have been talking.
Oh, me too.
Tracy, a vice president doesn't have any real responsibilities. You know that.
Well, then at least let me tell her.
Fine, go ahead.
We're making you a full member of Lakeview Artisans, effective immediately.
What? Are you sure?
Yes.
Very sure.
That's, well, don't you have to take a vote or something?
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, all of you.
And come June, we'll get you on the board of directors.
Wow.
You like working here, don't you?
Yes, I mean, I'm sorry Lavinia's gone,
Oh, come on.
but I appreciate the hours and the money. I just wish that the learning curve wasn't so steep with Lavinia gone.
And you don't mind Jasper.
You don't have to answer that. It's a trap.
No, no, I don't mind Jasper. Jasper's my favorite.
Aww.
Agree to disagree. And since you're a member now, you can give me
Us?
your honest opinion of a new artist to take over Lavinia's area. He'll be here in about 5 minutes, which is how long it's going to take me to get out of my winter gear. God help me how I hate the cold. Tracy, my coat?
Yes, of course. I love your scarf.
Perhaps I'll make you one, although you should be warned that wearing a work of art is not for the faint of heart. Jenn could wear one.
Valerie and Tracy exit.
You've done it.
You had something to do with it, didn't you?
So I bent her ear a little bit. But you did this on your own, with your work. Why are you so anxious?
You don't understand. I don't fit anywhere easily. I didn't fit with Doug. My furniture still doesn't fit in Sadie's apartment. The only way I fit here is with Lavinia gone.
You're being too hard on yourself.
I don't think I am.
You are.
It's just, it's a new feeling for me. I don't know what to do with it.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
You fit here.
But Lavinia.
Don't turn on the tears over her. You didn't hang up that portrait as part of a Lavinia Dorset retrospective. You hung it up because she hurt you and you want to hurt her back.
I did. I should take it down.
You should double the price, like Valerie said. You fit here.
You keep saying that.
And you don't believe me. You're ready to shatter like one of Tracy's cat coasters. Relax, would you?
I'm trying.
Doesn't Sadie tell you to breathe?
Sadie doesn't do that anymore.
Oh?
I think she might be giving up on me. I don't blame her. Like I told you, I don't fit.
Come here. See, you fit. Oh, don't squeeze too hard. That gingerbread isn't sitting right.
Then you probably shouldn't offer it to other people.
Nonsense. I'll offer it to Lavinia when she gets here.
She's coming in?
To pick up her check for the artwork that she sold since she left.
Jasper, I have got to take that painting down.
Double the price.
He hands her a marker from the counter. Jenn hesitates, then takes it and heads over to the portrait, scratching a red 4 over the 2. Jasper nods in approval as Logan enters the shop holding a large artist portfolio case by its handles.
Sorry, young man. We don't open for another half hour.
Oh, I have an appointment with Valerie.
You're the new artist?
Depends. Hopefully Valerie likes my work.
Oh, not just Valerie. All of us.
Oh, you too.
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Oh, should I just leave then?
Why?
Because I slept with your ex-boyfriend.
I'm sorry, what?
Now hold on a minute. Valerie's expecting you. I'll go get her. You two work out whatever you need to work out.
Can you stay professional about this?
Can I stay professional?
Hey, you want some gingerbread?
No, Jasper.
I like gingerbread.
Not this gingerbread, trust me.
See, she already has your best intentions at heart. How professional.
Okay, I'll stay.
Good. I'll get Valerie. And use the bathroom.
He exits quickly to the back room. Jenn shifts uncomfortably.
So,
So,
what's your medium?
Doug's doing really well.
Oh, that's not.
That is what you wanted to ask, right?
No, I wouldn't expect you to know how Doug was doing. That was like 2 months ago.
Have you talked to him since the party?
No. What he did to you was horrible.
It was. What he did to me was really shitty.
I agree.
And what he did to you was really shitty.
Yeah.
But we worked through it.
You worked through it?
Yeah. That's what you do when you care about someone.
What? Do you mean?
We're still together.
But he used you.
And we worked through it.
He's not gay, is he?
Apparently you weren't either, right?
Right. I mean, no, I don't think it's as simple as that, but Doug, did he just send you here to fuck with me?
He told me you would say that. He says you focus on yourself a lot.
Only because he never focused on me.
He hung up that picture of you in his apartment.
He did?
And I have to walk by it every day and pretend it doesn't bother me. But if he needs the time to get over you, I'm willing to wait.
Why?
Because he and I work in ways that you and he didn't. Do you understand?
He is taking this way too far. It's ridiculous. You slept together? Is that what you said? You know what? It's none of my business.
Like I said, he and I work in ways that you and he didn't. Now do you understand?
Yeah. Holy shit, I think I do.
Good. You know, I like you. You're extremely talented. And I want to be in this shop because you're in this shop. But I think that's where our similarities end. Actually, you know, we both think Dungeons and Dragons is a spectacular waste of time. So there's one more thing we have in common.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm in a state of shock, I think. I don't know. Just be careful. Doug can be pretty thoughtless.
True, but he's also very sweet and funny, so it evens out. And he's great in bed.
He is?
With me.
Oh, God. Everything is becoming very, very clear.
Great, then let's talk about my art.
Yes, let's talk about your art.
Can I show it to you? I think you'll find it very moving.
Yeah, of course. Hang on. We're ready, Val. How's my little stinky butt Rocco doing?
Rocco?
Yeah,
Doug didn't tell you?
I told you I haven't talked to Doug since the party. Tell me what.
Valerie enters, followed by Tracy and Jasper.
Hello, Logan.
Logan crosses to Valerie and shakes her hand vigorously.
Hello, thank you so much for seeing me today.
I'm Valerie Sherman Bradley.
Yes, I remember.
And this is our Vice President, Tracy Allen.
I'm running for president in June.
We'll see. And this is our treasurer and building owner, Jasper Edwards.
Can't wait to see your art.
Yeah, I think maybe I should come back another time with different work.
Nonsense. We've got our newest Lakeview Artisans member, Jennifer Merritt, here to help us determine if you would be a good fit for our cooperative.
I'm pretty sure I won't be a good fit.
Logan, what's wrong?
I think I should go.
I did not travel. all the way here from my 1923 Craftsman style bungalow 2 blocks over just to get wrapped back up in my handcrafted wool and felt scarf 10 minutes after I arrived without seeing your work. Now, what do you have for us today?
Oh, we're all very excited.
Go ahead. We can talk after, no matter what it is.
Okay.
Logan kneels and unzips his portfolio case, pulling out 3 large, highly abstract acrylics. He lays them side by side so that they create a cohesive 3-panel piece. Through the din of his own design, we can at least recognize the shape of a pug dog.
How beautifully esoteric.
Do they all go together like that?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I need to step back a bit. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, what is it?
It's a dog.
You're kidding.
Is that Rocco?
Yes. Yes, this is Rocco. This is Jen's dog who passed away last week.
What?
Doug told me he called you. Oh, you were right. He is a thoughtless prick.
Rocco's dead?
He ate one of Doug's socks and it obstructed his bowels and he had to have surgery.
What?
And it cost a fortune, but that's not the point. He died on the operating table.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But he was old. Wasn't he old? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jenn.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jenn runs off to the back room.
It's not your fault, but you probably should go.
Of course.
Jasper follows Jenn off as Logan scrambles to put his art back in his portfolio case.
This is very upsetting.
I liked your painting for what it's worth.
Honestly, Tracy.
Well, I did.
Thank you. I'm sorry about this.
We'll be in touch very soon.
Okay. I'm sorry, I really am. I'm really sorry.
Lavinia enters the shop as Logan blasts by her onto the sidewalk. He runs past the display window as Lavinia watches him. She turns to Valerie and Tracy.
Another satisfied customer?
Hardly. He doesn't know it yet, but he's taking over your space.
I assume he doesn't paint hummingbirds and daffodils.
No, dead dogs.
Sounds about right for where this place is headed.
Oh, doing some light Christmas shopping, Lavinia? We have some out-of-season pieces on sale.
No, I came to pick up my check.
And to collect the rest of your unsold pieces, I hope. The sooner that depressing clearance section is gone, the better.
Very charming, Valerie. Very presidential.
Oh, don't get huffy with me, Lavinia. You're the one who walked out on us, jealous of a kid's art.
She's not a kid. She's 39.
Yet, somehow, she possesses more maturity than you. And I think I speak for the entire membership when I say, oh, you are missed, Lavinia.
She's right.
But there are aspects of your personality we are better off without. Come along, Tracy. We'll go out the back.
Goodbye, Lavinia. Oh, now please tell Jenn I want to buy her latest painting. Don't let her sell it to anyone else.
Sure.
Valerie and Tracy exit to the back room. Lavinia falters for a moment before collecting herself. She checks her watch and looks at the close sign on the door.
Jasper, it's 10 o'clock.
She heads back to the door and flips the sign to open. She then heads for the counter, taking her coat off as she goes, and flips a switch, which turns on additional store lighting. She spots her name on the envelope placed there earlier. She looks at the amount on the check inside and seems equally delighted and incredulous.
I want to buy Jenn's latest piece. Don't let her sell it to anyone.
She suddenly spots her artwork on Jenn's wall with the corrected $400 price tag. She walks toward it slowly. She touches the price tag and ruminates for a moment. She then looks at Jenn's painting of Rocco, which Jenn placed on the wall in the first act, and pulls it down. She walks to the counter, pulls a pair of scissors out of a nearby pencil holder, and stabs and slashes the painting of Rocco. She then replaces the painting on the wall and rips the $400 price tag off her own art. She places it on the freshly damaged dog portrait. Satisfied, she steps back as Sadie enters the store.
Oh, hi, Lavinia.
Hello.
I didn't think you worked here anymore.
I don't.
Is Jenn here? She's supposed to be working today.
I don't know. I just got here.
Oh, how are you?
Things could be better.
Yeah, they could be better. Have you considered yoga? I can get you $5 off a session. I'm on my way to work right now.
Do you encourage primal screaming in your yoga class?
No.
Then it's probably not for me.
Sadie notices the damaged Rocco painting.
Jesus, maybe Jenn needs to double up on her sessions.
Maybe. Seems like she's in a really dark place.
No, so you noticed your impact on her work.
Excuse me? No, what are you talking about?
Ever since the champagne incident, she's been obsessed with self-portraits. Notice any similarities between your work and hers?
She gestures to the many self-portraits hanging on Jenn's wall. Colorful, tortured pieces reminiscent of Lavinia's portraiture style.
Oh, no, I hadn't noticed. Oh my.
It's been 2 months of nonstop self-reflection.
I had no idea. That's very touching, strangely touching.
You inspired her. She would never admit it to your face, not after what happened.
I can understand why.
I told her no one is going to buy paintings of her own face, but you know how stubborn she can be.
Yes.
Very stubborn. Too stubborn.
Things not going well between you two?
No, they're not.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you?
Yes, but it's none of my business.
My mother says I have a Jesus complex, that I tried to miraculously fix things and people. I mean, I told her as a yoga teacher, that's my job, but I know that's not what she meant. She also says that I collect damaged girlfriends like stray cats.
Do you?
Maybe.
Are you here to break up with her?
I really can't figure you out, Lavinia. Are you the Antichrist or a good Samaritan?
Well, I was a nurse for 30 years, so I guess a little bit of both. See, I took care of people too. Are you breaking up with her?
Yes.
Because she's difficult?
Because she's too difficult.
You sound like my ex-husband.
Cute. I'm sure it's very different.
And I can assure you it's not. She's emotional, unpredictable, passionate, but irresponsible.
You're irresponsible?
Oh, ask me how many times I cooked dinner for my husband during 15 years of marriage. I can count them on one hand.
You were painting instead?
Always. I always listen to my own voice before I listen to his.
But he didn't mind because he believed in you.
For a while, yes.
Then he stopped?
He found someone else who had stopped being an artist. I wouldn't stop being an artist. We don't fit with just anyone, you know.
I want to be that person for her. I really do. I'm caring. I'm open with my feelings. I give her space when she needs it, but maybe it's not enough. Like, maybe she needs less space. I just don't know. Do I smother her? Should I smother her?
It's an idea. Now don't get worked up. Take some deep breaths. Breathe.
Oh, fuck breathing. I just need to end things with her.
You don't mean that.
I do. I do mean that.
Oh, don't give up on her. It's really shitty when people give up on you.
That's hilarious coming from you. You gave up on her even before you met her.
Well, I have a good excuse.
What is it?
I'm bitter.
Oh my God. Did you slash her painting of Rocco?
Well, yes, but it's part of my process to not be bitter anymore. You see?
What? No.
I'm working through it. I'm trying. You need to try too.
Is Jen here or not? I am going to be late for work. Jen.
Oh, please don't abandon her, Sadie. We deserve a second chance. Shit.
Sadie parts the back room curtain and calls out. Lavinia runs over to the wall and pulls the damaged portrait of Rocco off the wall and hides it behind her back.
Jen, are you here? It's Sadie. I appreciate the advice, but I'm going to listen to my voice.
Jen enters from the back room, followed by Jasper.
Hi. What are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
So, Lavinia, did you get your check?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
She has edged her way over to the counter and drops the portrait into the garbage can with a thud.
What do you need?
To talk to you. I just didn't think we'd have an audience.
Rocco died.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Death by sock.
He died at the vet's. He's dead.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Sadie hugs Jen, who cries. Sadie then looks over her shoulder at Lavinia, who shakes her head no. Jasper heads to his area and pulls a framed copy of the Rainbow Bridge off the wall.
I know this isn't enough, but it does help eventually.
Thank you, Jasper.
Thank you.
Do you want to go home? Can you stay with her for the rest of the day?
I would, but I have clients waiting for me.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm fine. I'll be fine.
We'll take care of you. Right, Lavinia?
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.
What did you want to talk about?
Nothing. I just wanted to give you a kiss and tell you that I love you.
He kisses Jen.
I love you. I do.
I love you too.
But after things get settled with Rocco, we're going to talk about a few things.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Okay.
Go to work. I'll be here.
I'll see you tonight.
Okay.
Oh, Lavinia has something she'd like to share with you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Can't think of what it could be.
Look in the trash can. Maybe that will jog your memory.
Oh, please don't make me.
Make you do what?
Tell the truth.
What did you do?
Lavinia sighs heavily and pulls the damaged Rocco portrait out of the trash. She tears the price tag off of it before gingerly stepping over to Jen.
What the fuck?
Oh, Lavinia, that's beneath you.
No, it's not.
She takes a portrait from Lavinia, passing the Rainbow Bridge print to Sadie.
Oh, Rocco.
I didn't know he was dead. I was just so... You're selling my painting for $400?
You told Doug you wanted to see me cry at my reception. You're damn right I'm selling it.
She's upset.
Don't speak for me, please. Fuck.
All right, I won't. We'll talk tonight. Goodbye, everyone.
Sadie hands the Rainbow Bridge print back rather roughly to Jen and exits. Jenn walks back to her wall and hangs the Rocco portrait back up. She takes the portrait by Lavinia down and hangs the Rainbow Bridge print up in its place next to Rocco's portrait.
I think Christmas is my favorite holiday. Everything feels better at Christmas time.
I guess I'll just get my coat and head out.
Suit yourself. Did you get your check?
Yes, thank you.
Nice little chunk of change.
All it took was selling my art for scrap. Reminds me of Audrey Coates.
Yeah. I'm surprised you mentioned her name.
Yes, well. Goodbye, Jenn. I'm sorry about your dog. And the other dog, the dog portrait, Rocco. Oh, you know, you should anticipate Sadie's needs more.
You've got a lot of nerve, you know that?
He loves you. Not all of us get to enjoy something like that. Right, Jasper?
Want some gingerbread, Lavinia?
No, Jasper. Look, Lavinia, what do you want? Do you want to be best friends? Because I don't see that happening.
I like your new artwork.
Thank you.
They're very powerful.
It's been a reflective 2 months.
Who was your muse?
Myself, mostly. You, mostly.
That's what Sadie said.
Sadie? You talked to Sadie.
You're making her very unhappy. She's going to leave you.
Oh my God. You just can't help yourself, can you? You are so fucking miserable that you have to ruin everything for everyone else.
Jenn.
No. From the moment I walked in here, she felt threatened by me. You chased out the girl who had the wall before me. Jasper told me all about that. And God knows what you did to Audrey Coates. No wonder she gave up being an artist. You probably drove her insane.
Audrey Coates was the bitch my husband left me for.
Good. Good for him. I don't blame him. You are fucking infuriating.
Jenn.
You're a second-rate Ishida Ano.
I'd rather be a second-rate something than a first-rate nothing.
I want my painting back.
What?
I want my painting back, you plagiarizing bitch.
Jenn crosses to the wall where Lavinia's damaged portrait of Jenn is leaning. She picks it up.
This? You want this back? This piece of shit that Valerie said wasn't even art until I destroyed it by accident? You want it back, Lavinia? Well, take it. Take it. Take it.
Jenn smashes the portrait on the floor over and over again until it's a tangled mess of splintered wood and paper. Jenn is breathing heavily as she throws the remains to the floor.
Yikes.
Tracy Allen was going to buy that.
Maybe she still will, only now it's a sculpture. Lavinia, can you please leave?
I don't want to leave. I want to come back. Oh, please let me come back. I don't fit anywhere else.
I say yes. She pays her rent on time, but Jenn needs to agree too. She's a full member now.
Shit. I mean, well deserved, honestly.
Jenn stands and looks at Jasper, and then Lavinia. She approaches Lavinia, who is not sure if she's going to get hugged or punched.
You need to write the newsletter.
Okay.
And finish payroll. And find Tracy's reimbursement check and do all the other shit you used to do.
Deal.
Jenn sighs and nods her head, looking quickly at Jasper before she heads back to her space. Lavinia wipes a tear from her eyes before heading to her central area, unloading her old watercolors from the Christmas box she packed earlier. Jasper walks over to the counter and flips a switch, and holiday music begins to play. He smiles and crosses to a box of decorations. Lavinia crosses to the counter and flips through some mail. Jasper pulls a wreath out of the box and sets it on top of the smashed portrait on the floor and steps back to admire his work. Jenn, who is moving the ladder to her area, sees this and laughs.
Jasper, can you take this mail to the post office?
You got it, boss.
Jasper pulls his jacket off his lawn chair, takes the mail from a revived Lavinia, and heads out the door. Lavinia and Jenn share a look as they continue their work.
Working on any new pieces?
I don't know if we need to, talk right away.
Oh, you got it, boss.
Car tires are heard screeching, followed by a dull thud. Lavinia and Jenn, who is up on the ladder, look at each other in terror as Eleanor races through the front door. Jenn quickly descends the ladder.
Oh, Lavinia, call an ambulance. It's Jasper.
Jenn runs outside with Eleanor as Lavinia frantically dials the phone. Blackout. Perhaps 2 weeks later, the store is in the half light of dusk which comes in through the still snowy display window. No store lights are on. Most of Jasper's birdhouses and frames have been taken down and placed in boxes, although at least one of his Rainbow Bridge prints remain. On the easel is an enlarged photo of Jasper, smiling, perhaps holding one, two, or all three of his dogs. The sign on the door has been flipped to closed. Lavinia is seen opening the door with a key. She stamps her feet before entering. She looks around the store for a moment and at Jasper's large photo. She kisses her hand and touches his face.
Hi, boss.
She heads to the counter and turns the store lights on. She removes her coat as the door opens, with Valerie and Tracy leading several other people into the space. They are dressed in mourning, carrying flower arrangements and obviously arriving from a memorial service. They place the flowers on the empty shelves in Lavinia's space. Doug, in a suit, walks a very distraught Eleanor in on his arm. She sniffles and blows her nose as Sadie and Jenn enter last.
It was a lovely service.
I think so too.
I just don't know how to shake this horrible feeling.
Time heals all wounds, Eleanor.
I didn't see him crossing the road, and the snow made the pavement so slippery, and I braked very hard.
No one's blaming you, Eleanor.
It's not your fault, dear.
I just can't get this look from his face just right before the impact out of my head. I mean, I swear to you, for a split second, it seemed that he looked as though he recognized me and he was trying to wave goodbye.
Well, he was so fond of you, Eleanor. He was probably thrilled to see you until, you hit him with your car.
Oh, it's all happened so fast. It was just, he was such a wonderful man. God, I think I loved him.
Oh, he had a lot of admirers.
Oh, God. Poor sweet Jasper. And to see those little dogs at the service, I'm just heartbroken. They looked so confused with him by just laying down in the casket there, and they were wagging their little tails and just waiting for him to wake up. And then staring at me with those big dark eyes, licking their sharp little teeth.
I don't think that happened.
Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness Doug has been able to look after them.
It was very nice of you to arrange that with him.
It's the least that I could do after all those poor little sweet angry dogs.
I'm going to go get a very large glass of wine Does anybody want anything?
Um, just coffee, black, please.
Sadie?
Red wine if they have it. I can get it, Jen.
No, let me. I insist.
Okay. Thank you.
Everyone, please help yourself to a birdhouse before you leave. And if you'd like to make a donation to Lakeview Animal Shelter, a charity very close to Jasper's heart, you can leave a check on the counter.
Oh, and eat. Don't forget to eat.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm sorry about. This is just fucking awful, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
How are you?
Well, I plan on getting drunk. How about you?
I'm gonna offer to take Jasper's dogs permanently.
Doug, that's very sweet, but it's also a lot of,
Responsibility?
well, yeah.
You don't think I can handle it?
No, I mean, yes, I do. If you say that you can, you can.
I can.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I miss having Rocco around the apartment, you know. It's been really hard.
I know.
I'm sorry that I didn't call when you know, since it was my fault and
It was an accident.
it was my sock.
It wasn't an accident. You didn't feed him the sock. He was a tiny little garbage disposal. Please don't blame yourself.
Doug pulls Rocco's collar out of his pocket. He hands it to Jenn.
Here's his collar.
Oh. Thank you.
Maybe, you know, just don't wave it around in front of Eleanor. Collar's probably like an emotional trigger for her.
I bet you're right.
So Logan's the reason why we're keeping the dogs. I don't think he can part without him, and you should see them all playing there together. It's pretty adorable.
Yeah. You've got to explain that to me, the whole thing in detail someday. And please include the exact moment when you started using the word adorable.
I don't even know what the details are. It just feels right, you know.
Yeah, I do.
You know, I wanted to hurt your feelings, like really hurt your feelings, and I just
Okay.
and look what happened.
Yeah. Logan happened.
Logan happened.
Where is he, by the way?
And he's packing his car.
He's packing his car.
Yeah, he'll be here. Don't worry.
Jenn, I hate to interrupt, but I must borrow you for a moment. It's very important.
Oh, of course. Would you mind?
She hands a coffee and wine to Doug.
Yeah, sure.
Jenn follows Valerie away from Doug to where Lavinia is standing. Doug calls after her.
Oh, by the way, Logan thinks that D&D is cool.
No, he doesn't.
I fucking knew it.
Lavinia, Jennifer, this is from Jasper's lawyer. It concerns you both. I don't know when the opportune time to read it would be, but I would like to be present when you do.
Does it concern you too?
No, I'm just nosy. Oh, by the way, it's good to have you back, Lavinia.
It is?
Yes.
I'd like to know why you think that, Valerie.
Well, talent is one thing, experience is another. Let's hope the two of you can play nice.
Let's hope.
Attention, attention, everyone. I have something that I'd like to say. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for not treating me like a pariah. This has just been a very difficult few weeks for me, particularly since I lost my new parakeet, Brutus.
Jesus.
vacuum cleaning accident.
Oh,
Now, as you all know, Jasper's dogs were a huge part of his life, aside from Lakeview artisans, which he loved very much. The dogs were his life. I think it's only fitting that we read aloud his bastardized version of the Rainbow Bridge, which has brought us so many of us. I mean, so many of us comfort in times of just deep distress. For some of us, it has just brought us comfort, constant comfort, much like Jasper did. Jenn, would you be so kind?
Eleanor moves to Jasper's area and takes a framed copy from the wall. She moves to the center of the room.
Me? Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure he would love that.
Okay, I just hope that I can get through it.
Jenn takes the framed print from Eleanor and looks around nervously.
Your pain is gone, your suffering through, your loyal days well counted too. You gave me love, no joy withheld. You've earned your rest, my friend, sleep well. So bound across a meadow green and live again within my dream. Across the rainbow bridge you go, my friend, please wait for me.
Jenn hugs Eleanor and they comfort each other as others respond in kind.
Have to go through this with the 3 more dogs 3 times.
read the frame, Jenn.
Oh, right. Hold my body, part and verb. You're the only noun for me.
Oh, thank you, Jenn. Thank you. That was beautiful. Do you mind if I keep that?
Oh, no, of course not.
It isn't because I actually killed Jasper. It's because I accidentally killed my parakeet.
Yes, I know. You didn't have to explain.
The door opens and Logan enters, carrying a box of his artwork. Doug rushes to his side.
Hey, babe, you made it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the timing is weird. This feels really weird, but it wasn't my call, so.
No, it was mine.
Tracy, what is this?
My single act as vice president. Logan is going to be our newest artist, and he's going to take Jasper's old space.
For God's sake, Tracy, the man's only been dead for 2 weeks.
Shut up, Valerie. The last thing Jasper would want is his space to look like some sort of deranged mausoleum.
But that's the way it always looked.
You know what I mean. He'd want there to be art. So there's going to be art. Doug, set his pieces up right over there and help him to set up, please.
Let's do this.
Logan and Doug head over to Jasper's space and begin unloading his artwork.
Oh, this is so exciting. What do you paint, young man?
Animals, mostly. I think Jasper would have liked that. Oh, here's a bird.
Oh, there's a bird in there?
Yes.
Oh, I'll take it. It's animal artwork for me from now on. I'm done with the real thing.
Oh, well, thank heavens for that.
Glad we took the dogs before she could.
Yep.
Jenn, should we?
I'll be right back.
She gives Sadie a peck on the cheek and crosses to Lavinia, who has opened the envelope and pulled out 2 smaller envelopes. She places a large empty envelope on the counter and hands Jenn the one marked Jennifer Merritt and keeps the other one marked Lavinia Dorset.
What if he's in Tahiti and he's telling us to join him?
Oh, I wish that were true.
They read their letters quietly to themselves.
Sadie, can you come here for a minute?
What is it?
I want you to hear this. Jasper left me Lakeview Artisans.
What?
But when?
I don't know, but Sadie, this is our store.
He left me the building.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
They smile at each other as Sadie and Jenn turn and head back to the others, admiring Jasper's departing birdhouses or Logan's emerging artwork.
Oh, damn it. I missed it. Lavinia, what did Jasper's lawyer say?
He said, let's sell some art.
Lavinia flips a switch, which turns the holiday music on in the store. Valerie is annoyed and moves to Jenn, badgering her with questions as the laughter and conversation rises from the others. There is an overwhelming sense of joviality from all as Lavinia moves to the front door and flips the sign from closed to open. Lights fade slowly as she leans against the door and smiles broadly.